Go for a year, only roll like once. Like move fast and do what you want. In the meantime, just not doing what I want. Just some me time. We get my head turning up another night. We smoking broccoli, but she smelling like a ride. Coming up pennies, trying to get out in a crowd.
Hey guys, so I just came back from the Porsche dealership. Let me give you guys a quick little rundown on what's been going on now that I'm not distracted. So I went to the Porsche dealership. Yeah, so I got back from Florida about 3 weeks ago to a month ago, right? About 3 weeks ago. And every single time I visit my grandmother's house, there's always like, it's specifically my left rear tire that's always flat. Like I got back like really late at night. So the next morning I went to crank my car. It literally says on my dashboard like -6 tire pressure, right? Remind you, this is the third time you're replacing this tire. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just like the construction going on in the neighborhood. Like they're probably like leaving nails in the ground or whatever. And I keep running over the nail. I went to go get my tire fixed, and the guy at the dealership, he's so cool. Like he literally like knows me by name. And he's like, Courtney, so we're back again for the same exact issue. And I'm like, yes. Dude, these tires ain't cheap, okay? They run you about $500, okay? A pop, a tire. And great thing, when I got this car, I was like, oh baby, put tire and rim protection on this car, because first off, when it comes to like me driving and also like the city potholes, like tire protection on your car is so important. Like I would never get a car without tire protection. Like add that on to the car, okay? If you don't get anything else, add on that tire protection. So I called my grandmother and I'm like, Mama, Dad, there's literally like a nail. Remind you, I'm in Charlotte right now. So I'm like, Mama, Dad, every single time I come to your house, or I'm parking my car at your house, or I leave my car at your house, when I'm gone, something is always happening to my left tire. And my grandmother was like, I don't want to blame nobody, and I don't want to be, I don't want to blame nobody, but something in the milk ain't clean. But I don't want to think that somebody is pulling up in the driveway and purposely putting a nail in my tire. If it is true, because I ain't blaming nobody yet, okay? Because, I got to get the facts. Because there's no way that I got this tire replaced 3 different times. And she's like, how come every single time I'm in and out of the neighborhood and I haven't had any issues with my tire? See, my grandmother was like, no, something in the milk ain't clean, okay? Because I thought it was just the nails in the road. And I'm like, no, because it's the same exact tire. No other tires but that same exact one. My grandmother was like, yeah, no, we got to do some more digging. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's so weird. Anyways, I wanted to tell you that. Also, if you're thinking about leasing a car or even buying a car, make sure you do not decline those packages. Specifically the tire and rim protection. Do not decline that. I've never eaten here. So this is a place in Charlotte called Reno Market and Deli. It's in South Park. So I'm going to try it. I was craving like a sandwich and I was like, I don't want Jersey Mike, so I'm going to try like something new. I'm starving. I have dinner tonight at 8, so hopefully that will hold me over. So I heard that they build a Zara in South Park Mall. I don't know. I'll probably go tomorrow. I'm not in the mood to go visit South Park Mall right now. I'm just not in the mood to walk around. Like I need to take a shower, lay down I need a little nap. Okay, because I know this everything shower is about to have me exhausted. Also, shout out to Porsche, because I needed a car wash and they literally cleaned my car to perfection, inside and out, rim squeaky clean, like shiny. The interior is really nice and just vacuumed. I'm happy that when you get your car serviced at Porsche, they just automatically detail your car. So shout out to them. I end up getting, it's kind of like a Reuben sandwich. I'll show you guys when I get back. Before the new year starts, I'm going back pescatarian. I just feel like my body cannot take red meat. You guys know I've been talking about me being bloated, and I just feel so sluggish sometimes. Since I've started eating meat again, I don't like the way my body takes it. So I don't know if, like, okay, so you know how you have to eat according to your blood type? I actually have to go get my blood tested to see what type of blood I am. I don't know if I'm O, I don't know if I'm A, I don't know what my blood type is. So you're supposed to eat according to your blood type. Now, when I went pescatarian, I feel like that fit me the best. I was never bloated. I looked don't get me wrong, like I look great, right? But I feel like I loved my body when I was pescatarian. I love my body now, but I feel like by me eating like red meat and chicken and burgers and just all this other stuff like steaks, I actually don't like that my body cannot digest these things. My body does not digest these things properly. So yeah, that's an issue. And my friend Sin, she actually just hit me up and she was like, girl, I just got my, I guess she got a chemical pill. And she's like, she doesn't want to really like get up, like get out and get dressed and put makeup on. And I'm like, girl, you literally read my mind, because now we got to change restaurants. So we're not going to the Italian spot. We'll probably go get like pho. But girl, you literally read my mind, because I did not feel like getting dressed up and just makeup and all this other stuff. I'll still look cute, but not, you know, I'll be cozy cute this time instead of like super dressed up. Usually when I stay at this hotel, because there's an event at this hotel tonight actually that I was supposed to attend, but I'll get into that. I'll get into that maybe like the next vlog. When I stay at this hotel, like I always sleep so good. It's quiet. It's in such a beautiful area. It's not in an area where it's like loud and just like, you know, it's just the convenience is everything. So this is what my hair looks like using the Color Wow. She looks really good. I feel like using Color Wow, my hair is a lot staticky. I don't know if that makes sense compared to the Chi, but she feels good. She looks great. I think the only thing I need is a trim, but yeah. I bought a whole bunch of these, so I'm about to literally go in on this. Here's my outfit. I've never worn this dress before. I actually got this dress last year from Pretty Little Thing, and I just popped the tag. So it's just like a long sleeve short dress, bubble dress. I got shorts underneath because it's freezing. Got this long trench coat from, I think either Zara or, no, I got this from Pretty Little Thing. I got my green Sambas. These socks are so cute. I'm literally obsessed. I bought a whole bunch of them, and I have my Yankees hat that matches my Sambas. And yeah, guys, this is the outfit. So let's take the strap off. The pho place is probably like 25 minutes from me. We are back in the room, and sorry guys, I didn't show you my dinner, but I did have, me and her, we had veggie pho, and also I had some chicken dumplings, and then I ended up having like some coconut boba, and honestly I did not like the boba at all. I've had better pho, for sure. I've had better pho. Like, Me personally, I wouldn't recommend that restaurant to anyone. It was good to try, but I've had better Vietnamese pho. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm not even gonna rate it because it wasn't up to my liking. Like I said, I had better pho, but the vibes were definitely there. So I wanted to probably take like 6 months off, and she was like, you know, don't take 6 months off, because if you try to, you know, start doing it again, it's gonna be like kind of starting all over again and rebuilding and blah, blah, blah. The previous brokerage that I was with, I know like their goals going into 2026, they obviously want like more brokers that are going full time. And me personally, like, I don't know if I can make that commitment just yet, full time in real estate. I would have to like transition completely. But there's also a lot of things that me and my homegirl was talking about that I was kind of like, you know, put everything on the table, girl, okay? This is my TikTok friend, by the way. Y'all, I met Sin on TikTok about, I think probably back in like 2022. So I've kind of known her for like 2 years on the internet, right? Crazy, I know. It's our second time meeting up. So we met in person and just great conversation. I literally took a shower. I feel so good. That shower was amazing. I'm about to, uh-oh, wait, can this turn off? Yes, 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 yes. Let me grab a water or juice or something. Okay, yeah, I'd rather have water, not this refrigerator. Okay, I'm gonna grab their water. I know it's gonna be like $10. So back to what I was saying. Oh my God, this bed is so, I'm about to sleep so good. I feel like my younger years, because I am obviously in my 30s, it was so much more easier. Like, I actually had that childlike faith. And I think that's the faith that I need to tap back into. I mean, that's the faith that allowed me to move to LA, not knowing how it was going to happen. You know, how I was able to be out there for over a decade. Like, when I was in high school and I told people I was moving to LA, everybody was doubting me. They were like, she's not gonna move to LA, blah, blah, blah. And I remember coming home crying one time because my grandmother, she used to pay for my modeling classes. I'm not even gonna name the company, y'all, but I used to drive to Raleigh every freaking weekend to attend these modeling classes. And I remember when I was driving from Raleigh back to Fayetteville, praying to God on the highway, and I'm like, asking him, you know, help make a way for me to move to LA. And I remember my grandmother telling me, like, Court, you have to mature. You're not ready yet. You know, I'm about to cry just even thinking about it, because it's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. But he still made a way. So she's like, you're not ready yet. You know, you're not mature. You have to mature. She's like, just wait at least 3 years. 3 years, you know, and then, you know, you can go to LA. Y'all, when I say those 2.5 years, 3 years passed by so fast, and God made a way for me to move to LA at a young age, and I was able to be sustained out there. Like, I was able to live the best life that I've ever lived, ever, you know? Why? Because I had that faith. Not to say that I don't have faith now, but like back in the day, I was like, yeah, this is going to happen. And I remember crying, coming from my modeling class, busting in the door, crying, and then putting my face in the pillow. And I was like, and y'all, my grandmother would tell y'all this till this day. Like, Mom and Dad was like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, what if I don't succeed? What if I don't make it? Like, just crying to her. And I'm like, I want to move to LA, blah, blah. But anyways, I remember like when I kept my mouth shut, like when everybody was doubting me in high school, and the moment that I kept my mouth shut, when people would ask me, I thought you were moving to LA. I thought you were moving to LA. Y'all, when I tell you, when I got that phone call from the school, I kid you not, I packed my room up at my grandmother's house. We got a moving truck. Somebody picked up my car to ship my car out to LA. And I booked the flight and I was gone. Nobody knew I left North Carolina. until I remember me posting a picture at the airport LAX, and I landed and I was like, welcome home. Not only that, I remember this is when Twitter was like, I'm not saying Twitter's not popular now, but when Twitter was like really popping back in the day, I remember like in high school, I had posted this apartment complex, and I was just speaking it into existence. I was like, yeah, this is the apartment that I'm going to move into as soon as I move to LA. Y'all, not knowing that apartment was only 5 minutes from my school. I was so unfamiliar with LA. Like in high school, never been to LA, none of that. And I remember seeing an apartment in Studio City. I didn't even know what Studio City was. I seen that apartment, posted it, and I ended up getting a 2-bedroom apartment in college by myself, never had roommates. But it's kind of like I didn't have to worry about God providing, because he made a way before he made a way before I even opened my mouth to pray to him. Does that make sense? And I feel like I gotta tap back into that, because now I'm like, I know like as a teenager I used to doubt and like, what if I don't succeed, blah blah. But like I feel like success is so important to me that like it kills me to even think, what if things don't work out? When my mind needs to shift and say, no, it's going to work out. It has to work out. You have no other choice. And I feel like, because like, yeah, you have no other choice. This has to work, right? So back to what I was saying with me and my homegirl having conversation at dinner, she even noticed, like, babe, you're in your head. I needed her to tell me that. I actually needed her to tell me that, because for her she's looking from the outside in, right? I'm looking from the inside out. Girl, she's like, you're in your head. Courtney, you're in your head. Sorry, hold on. Oh, sorry. This wasn't focus. What does this mean? Spot focus. I don't know what that means. She's like, girl, you're in your head. I was literally talking to God in my car, and he told me, like, I felt like the Holy Spirit was telling me, you don't have to repeat yourself. I heard you the first time. Some of us are praying for things that we've been praying for years to happen. Years. And he's like, you don't have to repeat yourself. I've heard you the first time. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, is my thoughts telling me that? Or is it the Holy Spirit? I honestly felt like the Holy Spirit was telling me that. Because as soon as that thought hit my head, like popped up in my head, I felt like the Holy Spirit stopped it immediately. He was like, you don't have to repeat yourself. I heard you. I got you. Don't get so consumed with your thoughts where it stops you from taking action. Like, that's the biggest thing. Don't get so consumed with your thoughts when it stops you from taking action. When it stops you from taking action, that's how you know you need to shift your mind, like, immediately. I'm about to call it a night. Honestly, I gotta freaking charge this camera so I have battery for tomorrow, but I will talk to you guys in the morning. I'm so happy that I kind of ate that sandwich earlier because I'm not too full, which is great because I hate going to bed really full. I will talk to you guys in the morning. Love you.